This week, I've been sharing research that I've been doing on the most common things that you're likely to be asked in a job interview. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. Thanks for joining me today. A couple of my clients applied for new jobs last year, and they wanted me to coach them through the answers that answers to the questions that they're most likely to get in job interviews. And I really didn't have much to share with them because it's been a long time since certainly I was interviewed for a job. And yes, I've interviewed probably hundreds of people in my professional career, but I wanted to go deeper on that. So I set out and I started talking to hiring managers in a variety of fields, both in the for-profit and nonprofit sector. I also looked at a lot of research that's been done on sort of the psychology of job interviews. And I dug deep and I got to the point where I started to see a pattern of some of the most popular questions, or I should say the most frequently asked questions in interviews. And then by talking to hiring managers and HR experts, I began to find out what were the answers that they were looking to hear. And so I'm starting to share some of that information with you in this series this week. Now, yesterday we discussed a very commonly asked question: "Tell me about yourself." So let's consider yet another common question: "Why do you want to leave your current job?" Well, this is one that you have to deal with a negative and turn it into a positive. Rule number one is don't say anything negative about your current employer, your boss, or what you do. You want to talk about how you're looking for a new opportunity. Rule number two, don't say that you want more money. Rule number three, don't say your boss is a jerk. You can say that you're looking for opportunities that your boss isn't giving you, and then be prepared to answer the question why. Rule number four, don't complain about your job or what you're doing. See, if I'm the hiring manager, I see you then as a complainer and a malcontent, and I suspect that you'll be saying the same things about me in a few years. You might want to say something like, "Look, I've learned a lot at my current job, but I'm no longer challenged and I'm really ready for the next challenge. And, I see your job as the perfect opportunity for me to not only help your company, but to help me grow professionally." That's a good answer because you aren't blaming your current job, your boss, or your company. You just say you want an opportunity to grow. How can you make that kind of an answer work for you? Think about your background. What are some of the things that you would say in response to that question? So far, we've considered two of the most commonly asked questions in a job interview. Tell me about yourself. Why do you want to leave your current job? But there are some other important things like, why do you want to work at our company? Why do you want this job? Why should we hire you? What can you bring to our company? What are your greatest strengths? What are your weaknesses? As I said, I've researched the commonly asked job questions, and I've put what I've learned into an online on-demand course. It's called Job Interviews: What Employers Want to Hear. It's kind of like what we've been doing here the last couple of days, where I've been sharing with you some of the big questions that people are asking nowadays in job interviews, and some of the things you want to think about as you formulate your response. The only difference is in the course, I have more time to go deeper on all of these questions, and it's a pretty long list of questions too, I should also point out. So I would hope that you would check out the course. You can find out much more information at my website, daveedwardsmedia.com. Click on courses. And if you sign up before Friday night, February 22nd at midnight Central Time here in the US, I will also give you access to another online course I developed that shows you how to develop your job search strategy. Goes into your cover letter, your resume, everything that you want to say in that cover letter and resume to get the attention of the person who's doing the initial screening. So that's in the bonus course. If you order my new course, Job Interviews: What Employers Want to Hear, before midnight, Friday night, Central Time here in the US, you'll basically be getting both courses for the price of one. My brand new online course, Job Interviews: What Employers Want to Hear. Find out more at daveedwardsmedia.com.